Hello guys, this is Tough Hunter here. Gonna do some Titanfall commentary. So for today, we're gonna start off with good old grunts. So I put those shunts in there instead of the specters. Gets me a squad level. I can't do this voice anymore. Alright, joke's over. Now time for some serious gameplay. Let's search for a game here. Fortunately, it might take me a moment to search here, which probably means I'm gonna find a bot. Yes, if you take more than 5 or 6, maybe even 7 seconds to search, it's going to be a bot. It won't be a human player. You really want to find a human, like when we're all trying to battle the devs? Search for 5 seconds, cancel. Search for 5 seconds, cancel. Search for That's how you find the dev. For everyone that kept finding bot after bot after bot, you were doing it wrong. So you see, I'm searching for 10 seconds now? Longer? It's going to be a bot. Little spoiler alert, it's going to be on Boneyard. Hate Boneyard. It's okay, but you're going to see how Sniper can be effective on Boneyard. I think, however, you'll even see I do misplace it slightly. Yes, Tough Hunter does not play perfectly. Shit happens. Let's go. Up against Gildy here, cannon fodder. So he does know my deck and strategy is quite low, but my Sniper play is a little newer. I'm going to open Gunner first. I always open Gunner first. Why? Gunner 1v1's everything. Jack, Ninja. It can even take on Hollow. Sometimes Hollow gets a little lucky with positioning and does win with a sliver of HP, but Hollow opening is weak to a lot of things like, Ninja, Pyro, Ghost, possibly Sniper too. You just on a Spec Depot in an odd spot, but drones go out there and make quick work of it before the Spectres get anywhere. He does deploy a sentry right on my Sniper, which take her out. But you see where the Sniper is? I literally put her a couple steps to the left. She'd actually have a better shot at covering A. She does survive because of the drones. Luckily that sentry does take a minute to deploy. So if you see where she is, where currently she is, she's literally blocked by that ledge, the little lip of the upper floor. If she was slightly more left, she'd cover all of A, all of B, and even shoot towards units as they come from the turret. A slower unit can actually be shot as it deploys directly to B. Just depends on its pathing. The Sniper does take a long time to fire. Luckily, that Ion always go versus drones. Makes good work of them. The Arc Boom, however, is an issue because it does lots of damage and slows. And with a Ronin in there, Arc Boom is going to have a bad time. Lucky though, my Ronin and drones get over there, and his Ronin is just gone. Arc Boomer does make short work of those drones, though, at least the Ronin didn't get slowed. Finish this off, and it looks like I'll be grabbing C. Gonna have all 3 hard points in a moment. Now the Atlas comes out, I'm just too worried. Yep, trying to throw out that thing right as I get the 5 supply. There we go. Don't want both my Titans to get wrecked by the Atlas. As you can see here, that Sniper did take half HP off the Hollow, but because of where I positioned it, can't quite see into A. Looking at him, Sniper was literally a leg to her left, she'd be able to shoot right at the Hollow. It's okay, works out. My Gunner was trying to go up the main turret and just kind of got real distracted up there. It's coming back down because shouldn't deploy the drones. Core Scorch can go in, but luckily my Gunner does finish off the Hollow. I think they hit with mine while there's a Ronin around, which can be an issue, but Core Scorch going in. Arc Boomer defense. Just gonna mine it. It won't kill it, but it'll at least stop all those shots from going off for about 5 seconds or so. Now at this point, I am a little worried about hard points. I, once again, misplay the Sniper. And I am down 2-1. I want to not all of a sudden get down 3-1. I'm scrambling just to gain like the last 5-10 score. So I'm going to really ramp it up my hardpoint defense here, even throw out an EMP to hit a Strider and some units. His turret is left with about 4th HP, so I'm going to throw on the Ronin to both kill that pilot, protect the hardpoint. Yep, it's an Arc Boomer, and then it's just going to go. Now he has to make a choice, and it didn't matter anyway. Now, we'll say the score is still 90. He has to make a choice. Oh, I have to somehow stop this Ronin and take back 2 hardpoints. It's tough stuff. No pun intended. So, part of my big thing with Sniper play, Sniper obviously is bad versus robotics, so I like to leave the Gunner first, which is decent versus robotic, see what they got, then find a spot for the Sniper. If they're sending in humans that are going to be going towards a point where the Sniper perch does cover, You throw the sniper out, it's going to get out some free shots, and then good luck trying to 1 versus 1 a gunner. Now you're taking 500 plus damage a shot from the sniper. You're going to have a bad, bad time. So, looking for another match here. I think the next one's going to be on training grounds, which, since this video, I've actually adopted a new strategy on training grounds of taking the points immediately under the sniper perch versus taking the closest hard point. That way I just get that sniper coverage, just forget the third hard point, I'll come back to it later and just really try to play up the sniper because it's such a small map. And if you notice, I do run Scorch first because sniper and hollow together are just so cheap. It's very easy to have 6 or 7 supply right at Titanfall, get that core Scorch out, and then they're trying to deal with the Scorch with a sniper backup, possibly a gunner running around. It creates a lot of havoc and a lot of really bad matchups. So I'm up against an AI here, so it's a pretty easy match. Against an AI, you can play a little more relaxed now with the matchmaking change. Before the change, as you see here, the AI is about my level, level 15 turret, I'm 16. It probably would have been a level 18 turret, have a lot of level 20 units, throw out things like level 20 arc boomer, just to make me cry. That grenadier, by the way, yep, sniper fired, took about 2/3 HP off. And then with that little hollow nade, easy kill. I'm gonna play that mine. I have a feeling he's just going to go past that mine. Yep, the wrong side of that little sand barricade right there. See, little things like that make a huge difference. But I'm gonna throw the gunner out, students walk forward, not get healed, even though he did capture. Gunner makes quick work of it. Takes no damage in the process. Gonna have all 3 hard points again. And course comes out. Now you can see here, grunt cap's got a little over 2,000 HP, so not gonna quite 4-hit KO it. Well, took some thermite damage, so there we go. It's down. Gunner, too much range, can't hold the hard point and shoot into it a lot of times, but that's okay. Send the Ronin in, prevent it from being capped. And now he just catches up. I do like to run Ronin last because Scorch is the slowest, Ion's second slowest, and the Ronin Titan is much faster. So he tends to kind of catch up. You see, they all kind of meet up at the same point. Sort of bad if you're running EMP. Great when you're trying to win games quickly. So look, we're just about getting 2 minutes in. Don't want the Ronin to take too much damage, so I'm going to EMP. And pretty much this game is going to end as soon as we get the boost. Alright, boost, send out more drones. Gonna follow up with the MP, and if the core Scorch wasn't so distracted by pilots, this game would already be over, and then there we go. Game's over. I do always try to say GG even against an AI, because every now and then I've actually came across a no-guild player, and I just hate to be rude. It only takes a second to click GG. Not so hard. So, things I do differently now, that gunner would have not gone to the closest point. It would have gone past the sniper perch. The sniper would have followed, given some great coverage. And if they try to go after the gunner, they're going to have a bad time. If they ignore it, great. Going to grab, that point closer to their base. And then when they come to 5 or B, gunner's going to have sniper damage. Add in mine, shunts, EMP, drones. They don't really stand much of a chance. Now, what if they drones my sniper? I can drones back. Kill their drones, can let go. If I don't have drones available, I can send in hollow follow-up so the drones move away, get intercepted by hollow, get 2-hit KO'd. There's a lot of options there. So now I'm on Crash Site. Crash Site, it's actually really hard to cover 2 points. Problem is, because of those walls, if you look against cannon fodder again, if you hit the sniper where that gunner just ran over, he can cover things on ledges near B, and he can cover C, which I'm not a huge fan of. He does get protected by both turrets, which Lackland tends to love. I give him a lot of props for his sniper play. So if he sends this sniper in there, I'm going to actually use my hollow to bait it. Now, as you watch here, it kills the sniper, hollow comes up, they're going to move closer, boom, in range of the turret. Very quick work on them. Hollow gets joined the fray. My drones make short work of their sentry. They're going to get finished off, and I put a mine right below the hollow, so it's like, oh, a little surprise, boom, also killed his mine. Yep, level 17 mine will kill level 14 hollow. It'll leave level 15 hollow with like 50 or 80 HP, something like that. So here I EMP the Spectre Depot. This Spectre Depot actually has no shields. Just place EMP right on it, try to catch a Spectre, take out half its health. It's going to die on its own in about 10 seconds or so. Well, maybe 15. I do end up getting worried now about that sentry. I have to deal with it. Don't know why I didn't drones there. Oh, I was waiting for his drones. And it looks like with that combined play, drones get lured in. It's the medium turret. My drones come in, kill that. Ion comes down and just finishes everything off with his AoE. Now, Gunner's actually going to survive about 30 HP. Spectre has no consequence, but mine goes off. Boom, bye Gunner. Well, need that point, send the hollow in. Just try to get some capping done. I don't like to use shunts just to cap unless it's on a really far point, or if it's over a point where a sniper is overlooking. That way the shunts just keep units there longer and the sniper just gets free shots. I've had times where it's shunts and snipers and I kill like Pyro and Gunner. It's great. Oh, Gunner out there for stealth Ronin before it's any threat whatsoever. Thought about dropping Ronin in. Like, you know what? Need some shots. Just want to get that hard point, like I said, put it on the far point. It unlocks EMP, boom. Gunner kills everything. I'd mine there to try to get that hollow, but hollow died off anyway. Send that Ronin in to bump that Strider and also make sure that it takes enough damage that it won't shoot that Gunner a couple times and finish him off. Those drones are gonna pick away at the Ronin, and the unfortunately Gunner's gonna die, but the shunts go in, grab the hard point, and the shunts are really good versus drones and sentries. I mean, they just rip through them. I think all three shunts would normally survive against sentries. Unfortunately, Arc Boomer makes very quick work shunts, but it doesn't matter. This game's out of hand. I've got 2 hard points, 40 score advantage. Pretty sure his turret's like half HP right now. So at this point, I'm probably just going to hold the hard points. I might be able to actually grab B because I just sent in Titans versus pilots. My Gunner is kind of stuck on that ledge, finishing off Titan. Just going to shunt C so that way can't grab it and the game is over. You cannot take it back within time. If you notice though, this sniper play, that was not a 2-minute game. That took a while. Against players of a higher caliber, I don't rush for their base. It's too easy to get baited into that. I used to do a lot versus Eugene, and I would go from literally up 70 supply to losing. It was pretty embarrassing. So you don't want to get baited into going at the turret. If you're winning on all fronts, why just throw away all your supply into an area where it's funneled in, he can counter, he or she, quite a few ladies playing this game, they can counter it with much less supply. So if your Titans just wander in there, great. Maybe support them with EMP and drones, but don't overcommit by throwing all 3 Titans and EMP and drones and your Gunner. Sometimes just hold on to supply. There'll be times where I look at the replay and I've got 12 supply and my opponent's got 2 and I've got all 3 hard points and it's just, come at me. Let me see what you got. Because I can counter it all. So next match, spoiler alert, training grounds again. One of the nice things about this app here, I'm actually using the Spliced app. It's working great so far. I'm able to record for you guys. I can see what's coming up in the video, and I'm also able to record and watch the video at the same time. So hopefully when this uploads later, you'll actually have some commentary relative to what you're watching. Gunner first, like I said now, I try to go more towards A, sniper support. At this point, I think I really want EMP. And so I'm probably going to mine, just get rid of the shunts, and just take B quicker. Get the EMP. Now, I don't want a mine going down there. EMP kills the mine, takes off shields, delays them a bit. I'm going to get B. I'm going to put the sniper out. It's going to get off a free shot before the fight even starts. And the Gunner's probably going to survive with, I estimate 2/3 HP. I'm going to send the hollow over there, mainly because don't want to let him get a hard point. Gunner survive with, well, a little more than half. Hollow Illusion is going to die, but no matter. Hollow's still at full HP. I really don't want to deal with mine there, so I'm going to shunts and Sniper actually does about 500-ish damage per shot. I think for DPS, if you want to estimate, it's about her per shot damage is about 5 times what displays in the DPS. So I think my sniper does about 110. So we're going to say about 510, 550, give or take. Always love that Titanfall damage. That's why you don't always rally right to a hard point, because some units will just do nothing. If a unit needs to stand still to shoot, it's not going to shoot till you've told it to stand still. Well, luckily now, that ion comes in, sniper fire, gonna act up, he just gets B. It's okay. Luckily it's against an AI, so a little sloppy play, I can still handle it. Sometimes it's just better just to let them get the hard point and recap versus you just waste 3 supply just so you can make sure you get, what, 2 to 3 more score? Like 3. It's not worth it. It's better to be more efficient with your supply. So once that core score just gets in there, it's game. And against an AI, you can see that I'm going to throw out second drones, and the turret's just going to start melting. See that core ability go off? While things beating on it, loses literally like a third its HP. Dead. Do you love the new bot emote? It's a nice touch. Didn't like how before you just felt like you were playing against a soulless being. Now at least it has a emote soul. Alright, that was corny. I won't do it again. So, questions, concerns, please let me know in Discord. Send me messages on YouTube, wherever's easier. You guys know how to reach me. I'm around everywhere. And I never shut the hell up either. One of the good things you're going to see, however, is I do like to always try to complete my dailies. So you will see some crazy decks. I will usually try to actually build the deck around the unit. My favorite daily is Captain Daily because it gives me the great excuse to use Spec Cap. I find him as a decent substitute to Ninja. Obviously, you lose the drop ability, but just having that one robotic unit takes less damage from things like Pyro and Hollow, and just it actually deals same DPS as Sniper, maybe actually a little more. I think it's actually about 20 damage more at the same level, but it does it in a really quick burst, so you will fire a lot and then not fire for quite a bit. So with support, you can actually offload a quick burst, get something to half HP, and it gets finished off by something like a Hollow Nade, for example, or a sniper shot. But once again, I'm going to open. See that Ghost is coming, which makes you think, oh crap, I'm going to take a lot of damage. And then he ninjas as well. Hot Pepper, he's got my number. We've played together a lot. And if I don't take him seriously, he's actually snuck a couple of wins. The Sniper is going to try to finish off that Hollow. He will actually kill him in 2 shots, but the Hollow gets just out of range. I could mine over there, finish off the Hollow, but probably going to end up saving the mine for B, unless he throws more stuff at A. But, yep, I'm going to send a Hollow behind his Hollow, just to grab that point. And see, because of the way that match went, where he had to shunt A, his Hollow kept wandering around. He held all 3 points, so the Hollow went towards the turret, rather than going back to A. All that shunts did was it just wasted 3 supply and just stopped me from grabbing the hard point a few seconds quicker. Just preventing me from gaining a little bit of score is not worth 3 supply. You know what? I'm sorry. It is worth 3 supply in the last few seconds of a match. Start of a game, it's not worth it. Because as you can see now, I got a supply advantage because of that. And he went from being up by 20 to now being down 2 hard points to none. That's right, none. It's about to be 3 now. Well, it's not going to be too long as he's taking C. I'm going to throw the Sniper back out there just because I want a little support. Not sure what's going to up here. I did have a lot of supply. I didn't want to waste it, so I figured throw the Sniper out, possibly bait Ninja somewhere else. If not, Sniper's in good position when I retake B. And then C is open, but since I did use the Ronin to defend, him and the Iron are going to split, and they're going to each go after different turrets and get easily picked off. Best way to prevent that, sometimes it's not whether I deploy it closer to the A side or closer to the B lane or closer to the C lane. See the 2 lanes, a little H right there, the left side and the right side. It actually matters which way the Ronin ends up facing. So I could deploy him all the way on the right side, but if he's facing towards A, killing units that way, he's going to kill him and just keep walking straight. Something about that Ronin, he's got a 1-track mine, he just goes straight and then just start attacking away. So that's something I've actually learned. I don't know if anyone else sort of picked up on that. So I do lose A, not a big deal. Just throw a hollow in there, it's only 2 supply. It's probably going to change, and a lot of people's taxes will change. Well, EMPing a Ninja and Hollow, very cost effective. 5 supply, take out 4 supply, and also keep my ion at near full. Did lose the gunner, but I can deal with it. Because right now it's 3 hard points to none. Once again, he shunts, take a point, and you know what? Just send a hollow in. I do mine. Part of what I'm worried about is what I don't mind. He was going to immediately drop the ninja. However, with mine out there, I'm sorry, because I deployed a gunner to fight the shunts. With mine out there, it gets rid of the shunts, so I'm not worried about ninja dropping in and the combined damage and distraction actually killing my gunner. With the shunts out of the way, the gunner could still 1 versus 1 the ninja, survive with a sliver of HP, grab the point. Yes, there are actually reasons to all the crazy things I do. So, moving forward, you can see this was towards the end of last season. I did try to catch Chang, but he ended up with about 1,000 or 1,500 ahead of me just because I needed to sleep and do some social things. So, daily's done. Don't think this was too impressive. At least I got a decent amount of tokens. Not the 960 total I could possibly get, but I'll take over 100. Always buy my second daily because if nothing else, it gives me an excuse to use a different deck. I get boost. Decided, you know what? You guys have seen enough sniper. Let's mix it up with something crazy. Arc Bruiser Ghost. Yep. Arc Bruiser Ghost. Gonna just, well, gotta use a boost. Just gonna replace Nuke because as awesome as Nuke is, it's expensive. Trying to keep the control part of the deck with EMP drones in mind. And at this point, I'm debating on tossing a Boomer because it's been a while since I used Boomer. Trying to think of Boomer's viability versus Hollow if Hollow does get increased to 3. Obviously, Boomer much tankier. Downside, however, Boomer gets wrecked by EMP from across the map. His AoE radius is so small that if you deploy drones directly over Boomer's head, the drones will actually take out the shield before the Boomer can shoot, making it so the Boomer has to fire twice to kill each drone. And the AoE radius is so small, he will only hit 1 drone at a time. Assume you deploy the drones directly on top of him. The drones have to move a little bit, they'll group together, and you'll just 1 or 2 hit KO all of them. Level 15 drones, which is what I have, actually kill a level 14 Boomer, and 1 drone survives with about half HP. It's surprisingly cost effective. Even against a high level Boomer, it's still worth it to distract the Boomer, keep him away from the rest of your pilots, and by the time he's encountering your pilots, you'll have no shields and obviously less than half HP. Spoiler alert again. Going to be on Boneyard, as I can see it's coming up. Love this app, Splicer. Get it. It was free. I was actually able to throw together my Twitch Ion video real quick too, add some music, edit a lot of clips. Actually went through this 41-minute video and took just a lot of Twitch Ion clips and made my video there. So we're on Boneyard. Arc Bruiser deck, so it's going to be Arc Bruiser opening. Just trying to get it out there, trying to get that mine down. Reason behind this team, Arc Bruiser, respectable tank. It's about 2,000 HP at level 15. And his damage compared to Pyro is very comparable. Pyro level 15 does 95 human DPS, Arc Bruiser is about 86. However, the difference is Pyro's robotic is 50 something, and Arc Bruiser is 138. So he can like 2-hit KO drones, kill a ninja a level lower. Mine is very useful. And the ghost follow-up, as you saw there, it's great. You're up against a hollow, boom. Arc Bruiser shoots twice, kills the hologram, ghost comes in, pow. Kills hollow, you cap point, recloak, drop mine, move on. And then as my other unit, why not have a hollow? It only costs 2. It's AoE. It's useful against many pilots. It's one of those things where it really can't hurt. This was actually the first time I used that team. I literally just theory crafted it in my head, threw it together. Didn't do any friendlies with it at all. Just thought that the math and the way the units function, it should work out fine. Yep, these are the things I do on ladder sometimes. You can see here a little slow reaction time. Should have got the Ronin out first so that I took advantage of that stun. So now my Ronin's probably going to end up with like a 3rd HP because he's going to be finding a Doom Ronin right there. But luckily, when you're playing against an AI, there's some room for timing error, especially when you have 3 hard points. And you're holding on to almost 8 supply. So he does have an Arc Bruiser. I'm going to send out my Arc Bruiser and my Ghost. Problem is when you do that too close, if the Arc Bruiser fires in time, luckily he didn't, but you see, boom, AoE, could have taken the Ghost out of Cloak. Luckily Arc Bruiser stands still to shoot, and he has quite a bit of a delay. Unfortunately here, Ghost's going to die. Yeah, Ghost is a little squishy. But, you know, EMP, prevent my Ion from dying. Gonna amp it up. I know, his Ion killed my Ion, that's sad, but at this point, I was going to deploy the drones, but I just wanted to make sure the Ion was going to shoot my Core Scourge first, because you just kill the drones in a few seconds. I'd rather have the turret just kill a drone than all 3 die in a couple of shots. Yep, make short work of that. Moving on. Yep, 2 minute, 20-second win. You're going to see a lot of those if you use AMP. We'll just go straight for turrets. Literally, that 2-minute mark, you get that boost in supply. You can just EMP AMP drones very quickly and just take it out the turret with whatever pilots already head out. As you can see, I do love Core Scorch. He is my favorite Titan. He is the giant flaming wall of death. You deploy him, he one-hit KOs every single level pilot except for Boomer. Boomer survives the sliver of HP. His Core Scorch ability is a giant flame wave, and it will one-hit KO all pilots, regardless of their type. And it will also doom any light Titan and take medium Titans like Atlas down to about a 3rd HP. It is quite powerful. It is also not affected by Time Field. Yes, the Core Scorch will attack slower, but if you notice, Core Scorch does his 2nd attack and immediately follows up with the Flame Wave. That instant follow-up is not slowed down by Time Field, as I found out in my Twitch game against Ash yesterday. If you want to see that, it's about the 5-hour mark for the last day of TwitchCon. Go up against Ash, just quick game on Crash Site. I don't even think he realized it happened, but whatever, I'm sure you'll see it. So once again, Arc Bruiser opening. I don't want the Arc Bruiser to get stuck fighting those grunts, taking a bunch of damage, so I just sent the Hollow straight in. Hollow's going to get there, one-shot them. Ghost is going to sneak in behind. Now, seeing that we got the spec cap, I should have drones right then and there. Finish off all the things before I take too much damage. Maybe the Hollow comes in and kills them, not a big deal. I'm probably going to end up mining here. If I don't put the mine in the right position, all my units are going to die before it goes off. Yep. Units die, Hollow walks forward, it dies, wasn't close enough to the Spectres. Total misplay on my part. Alright, let's try again. Luckily, Spectres, not too scared of them. Maybe I'll drones now, Prevent that grunt cap from, yep, you saw that, boom, 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 boom. Took the Hollow down to, like, what, 10% HP? Maybe, yeah, it was pretty bad. Luckily, Arc Bruiser was there. Made short work of that spec cap. Gonna get a mine down. Twitch Ion. Finishes off the units there. Gonna send out some Ghost. That way that combined damage should kill the Stim Bruiser before he can get the Ghost in him. About half HP. Recloak when it caps, and I'll have all 3 points. Now, the trick here is, where is the Ronin gonna go? Ronin, deploying directly in the middle, but it doesn't matter if I deployed him closer to A, closer to C. It all depends on which way was he facing when the combat happened. Since he was facing towards A, he ran up towards that main turret. If I deploy them all, towards C, if I deploy them all the way closer to C, and he was fighting there, but he was facing towards A, he'll actually run right across the middle and go up the other side. He just has a one-track mind. The way he's facing is the way he goes. So here I amp it up, and you will see how quickly that Ronin goes down, and then the Twitch Ion gets distracted. Yep, Ion gets distracted with units running by, especially if he doesn't already have a target. You saw an EMP and a counter EMP. Works out just fine. And at this point, I'm just trying to hold on to the hard points so I don't get, the ion bumped. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm down 3 hard points to none, but turret's gonna die. And it's game. Luckily, the AI isn't too good at defending their turret. Sometimes they'll just send 1 Titan, 1 EMP. They don't put a lot of effort into it. They're still focused on the hard points. So I'm going to continue on with the boost daily here. Always try to complete both dailies every day. Trying to actually save up to 4,500 tokens so I can buy 100,000 credits, because if you notice, I have some unleveled units. They cost 15 to 20,000 each to level them up now. Yeah, it gets quite expensive. And when you need to level 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe, it's pricey. So up against this Mantle, he is a human opponent. We'll open with the Arc Bruiser, try to get him in the middle. Here he goes. Way too much at A. That sentry, it's not going to be doing anything, but I'm going to just deploy the sentries to not only kill it, it distracts his unit. Get the mine in, Hollow throwing down some good old nades. Boom, both his units dead. That 3rd unit surprise, Ninja. A lot of times when you see your opponent has only sent out 2 pilots, you're wondering what's the 3rd. It's usually Ninja. Sent out Ghost because I was going to walk into B and probably get confused. Can't wait till they fix that. And luckily, because of that mine going off, the drone survived, move over, finish off those Spectres that sneaky grab C. Now that Arc Bruiser, he's going to have a bad time. Sentry tech, squishy, but does deal about the same DPS as Sniper. Obviously fires much faster, but yeah, Sentry tech gets underestimated a lot. Probably the best way to use a Sentry tech, if you notice, if you deploy the Sentry at the hard point, he will stand on the Sentry, so AoE will take him out quickly, as well as a Sentry. But if you have him go past the hard point, so if you want to deploy it, let's say at C, don't deploy at C. You literally go past C, put it on the lip of that building there. He will jump outside of the capping range of C, place it, jump back in. So he will have capped it slightly. That way the sentry's forward, it tanks a bit, it will shoot more, and then you're not standing on it, so you won't lose both to the AoE. So the thing is, you're getting 2 units from one unit in that structure, but you're getting a 2 for 1 there, so why sandwich them together and just let them die easily? Now you can see those shunts at C. I'm going to ignore them because I'm pretty sure an EMP is going to come up, and if you watch global damage, boom, kills them. Just like that. Yep. I've actually encountered quite a lot of players that don't realize that happens. Yeah, shunts die to EMP. Not on them, just if it's played. Now, I've got 2 hard points. Well, I had 2, 1, 2. Luckily, survived mine. Didn't place my own, but with Core Scorch and running in there, just going to amp it. Ignore the fact that his drone's there, because it's not enough to stop those 2. He's going to have to do something else. What? Sorry about the break there. The wife managed to knock the shower curtain down from the wall, so I had to pause, run halfway across the house, and try to fix it. So, luckily, it was right at the end of the match. Hopefully, it didn't get too interrupted. Wouldn't have even known if I didn't say anything. Moving on. So, as you can see there, AMP can make quick work of turrets. I'm still not a huge fan, as I just feel like that slot is better used throughout the match. AMP is most effective. You can hit a lot of units with it and deal quick damage, so obviously when you're going for turret kills. It can be useful on Boneyard when fighting over B, as obviously you can't nuke, you can't EMP, you can't barrage B. So you throw out mine, you throw out AMP. Could have some success, but I think it's better to send 2 pilots in mine than it is 1 pilot, mine and AMP. You just don't have that much supply at the start. So coming up again, luckily with this app I can see what's coming ahead. It's going to be a Boneyard map. And I know everyone hates Boneyard, but I'm starting to like it a little bit, especially when you've got mines and ghosts and crazy stuff going on. This one's against an AI, so hopefully I don't make too many mistakes. You can see some good replays here. So, Bruiser first. Bruiser's the best opening. He can hold his own. He would lose Grunt Cap, but alright, I know Grunt Cap's coming. Sending Ghost in. Ghost is literally going to take out half his HP. That mine, level 17, Hollow's level 14, kills it. Leave the Bruiser at a little more than half. Was going to drones the Bruiser, but it just feels like a waste. So I'll just tickle him. They'll move around. I could have maybe used them more in another direction. However, now I realize that, crap, I've got Amp drones. Well, don't want to drones the Hollow. No, think about it, stop. Because they might kill the illusion, but it's better if Ghost just sneaks in from behind. If a little Ghost 1 level higher hits a Hollow, it will one-hit KO the Hollow, assuming it only hits the human. If it hits the robotic and the human, it will do the robotic DPS to the human. Fill up my supply, get forced on the drones anyway. Once again, Pyro's there, so it's just going to tickle him. Throw on the Ion first. Why do I run Ion first? Throw Ronin first, because if you throw Ronin first out, they throw drones, and then you feel sad if you don't have a follow-up to hit the drones. At least with Ion first, drones die, Titans die. Not too effective versus pilots, but still great versus, shunts, specters, stuff like that. And still decent support for pilots. And it's also fairly tanky. So here, once again, it's going to be, don't really care, I've got my Howl there, he's just going to die. I'm just going to EMP, but I EMP too early. I was trying to catch it so that the turret didn't even get a chance to shoot my Ronin. What I should have done was make it just so my their turret starts shooting, I EMP, and that way I know that I maximize the stun. Problem was, EMP'd early, Pyro came out, distracted him, and as you can see here, Ronin's dead because, well, turret started firing again. But no matter, Scorch is going to start tanking, Amp, drones, and just watch that turret melt. I mean, just watch it. And we're going to go boom, boom, gone. Amp is powerful, so I can see why players like Sail use it. But the thing is, you have to get to the turret. I'd rather have other burns that just help me get there versus a burn that's useful once I'm already in your face. The goal is to get in your face, not to kill your face in 5 seconds versus kill your face in 7. So this is actually the third time I've tried to record this. First time, didn't save. Second time, I got part into it and just wanted to start over. So I need to have a couple of drinks just to get through this. And sometimes I might even have a stiff one. That'll make for some fun commentary, huh? Sloppy TuffHunter, sloppy play. It'll be a great combination. So coming up next, we're going to be having Crash Site. On Crash Site, if you watch Lackland play, he will put his snipers in between his main turret and his medium turret. This actually makes it so you cannot, in any way, try to assault the snipers without taking damage from the turret. Downside is, you don't cover B. It does cover units. It does cover units on fighting on the ledges next to B, but they have to stand the ledges long enough for the sniper to fire, which if they're just jumping into B won't happen. So I just like putting on that sniper perch. It's there for a reason. It's even better if you could actually kill their medium turret and get your sniper on their perch, because then you could shoot their units as they spawn. It's hilarious. It doesn't happen too often though. Arc Bruiser opening against Freer Mind. Freer Mind, very good player. We actually meet up quite a lot. Fortunately, my mine is just enough to one-hit KO his Hollow. Yep, level 17 mine kills level 14 Hollow. Because he threw the ninja down, didn't ghost, EMP'd instead, because I had a feeling that was coming. Killed the ninja, saved the Arc Bruiser, and now it's Hollow and Arc Bruiser against drones. Fortunately, mine's going to go off, and at least I got B before that all went down. I do think it was well played though, because just a fraction of a second sooner, and he would have actually grabbed D without any effort here. But gonna have to make it so it's just contested. Hollow's going against each other. He, for some reason, drops some shunts down there. I think that was a misplay. He wanted to probably drop it on the Hollow, although that would have put it in range of the medium turret. Regardless, Ion comes in, smushes his Hollow, kills the specters and makes them sad. I didn't want to make him sad, but that just looked kind of funny. Atlas, where's the party? I'm just going to go to the turret. I don't care. I ignore that Atlas completely. His gunner is making short work of the iron, but one holonade, boom, distracted. Medium turret is going to go down. And he's probably going to follow up with a Titan here just to try to, yep. Ion comes in. And this Ion, if I recall, does something real funny. I think it bum rushes, and my Ion backs up and gets stuck. It actually got stuck in that ledge that comes down, and his Ion couldn't shoot. It's just flipping out. But don't worry, when that thing falls, my Ion escapes and just walks away. Yeah. Well, I think it actually dies. But he just gives a GG. He sees that the Ronin plus the drones, I mean, it barely survived the duration of the first amp. So, why do I still think amp is useless after a display like that? Well, it's not useless. All right, let's be clear. There is no useless card in this game. Even Striker has actually seen some high-level play. Not very often, but it has. So that concludes my doing 2 dailies back-to-back. Hopefully you enjoyed this commentary. I'll try to do this more often. Quick thank to Ash and Jay Dizzy who did encourage me to do this. Hopefully I'll get better and better and better. Thanks, guys. Peace out. Bye.